This review is of Frostop Diet Root Beer, caffeine free. Here's the blurb. Since 1926 and long lasting head. Right. All right. So, very low sodium, sugar free, no fat, cholesterol, or carbs. There's just 8 milligrams of sodium, which is actually very good. It has sucralose and acesulfame K, but not aspartame, so it is safe for people with PKU personally or in their family. Those are all the ingredients there are. And just a disclaimer, I guess you could say, uh, the this is not the bottle you see in my comparison with the other diet root beers. You see, I kind of forgot to do the review. And that bottle and the second bottle that I also talked about in the comparison, both of which were almost entirely flat, despite never having been opened. I gave one to my son. He drank it all. And I drank all of the other one before I could do a review. And then I was like, dope. So I went back to Jungle Gyms to buy another one, and there was none in the store. Fortunately, when I went to the Jungle Gyms earlier this week, I finally found some more. They finally restocked it. And I'm hoping this is not like that stuff that I encountered during the comparison. But let's find out. In fact, I need a drinking container to see if this one gives me any head. Oh, it does have it. It does have some. Look at that. Nice. All right, so clearly, for whatever reason, I don't know if those Frostops were old or if they were a defective batch or they had been undercarbonated or what the reason was, but this one is okay. So I'm not sure about the expiration date. I don't, let's see, is there an expiration date on these? I don't see an expiration date on these. I see a code 29223 GBC, and then under that 1451. There is nothing printed or stamped on the cap, and it wouldn't be inside the cap, but I'll look just in case. Nothing in there. And there's nothing on the label itself that I can see, unless my eyes are just deceiving me because my eyes aren't great, so yeah, it could be that. But I don't see anything stamped or printed there. And of course, there's nothing on the bottom that I can see. Oh, look at that though. That is actually ingredients that have sunk to the bottom. Huh. So I'm going to... And you're like, don't do that, Glenn. Don't do that. Ah! Well, okay. I'm going to just digress for a second and say afia to you, my viewers and subscribers, to your good health. A lot of the stuff that I review on this channel is not good for health. Let's go ahead and try this. That's definitely more enjoyable than those other two bottles. Now, one thing I did notice after I had drunk the rest of that previous bottle, and I'm going to dispel all of that pent up pressure by tapping on it for a couple of minutes. The thing that I noticed, wow, they really weren't kidding about how long the head lasts. But you know, that's okay. It'll go away eventually. Because for some reason it causes an equalization of the pressure so that the foam doesn't stay there. And over time you'll see that the foam is actually getting lighter at the top here, and it's getting thinner. I mean, it's like there's less foam down here as it slowly reunites reunited and it feels so good. So, one thing I noticed after consuming the bottle was that later on, I mean, quite a while later, I started to feel a little bit sickly into my stomach. And I think it was just because I drank the soda on a relatively empty stomach. And that resulted in some kind of an unsettling of the stomach, maybe acid reflux or something like that. But I got some more food in my stomach and it went away. So I would suggest that, and I feel the same thing about sugared sodas, because I remember one time I was at a friend's house when I was in my 20s. Now that was like not yesterday or last year, as you can tell. And I had brought a bunch of soda to share with my friend and ended up spending the night there. And during the night, I woke before I went to bed, I had horrible heartburn or acid reflux or indigestion, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It was really bad, and I drank a whole bunch of water with baking soda in it to calm my stomach down, which did work temporarily, but then it was quite unpleasant to drink. I mean, baking soda and water does not really taste good. And then hours later, I woke up and I had to have another glass full. And when I say glass, I don't mean 8 ounces or 12 ounces. I mean like at least 16 ounces. And then a third time that night, I had to do another big glass of water and baking soda. So that really sucked. And after that point, I became a very infrequent drinker of sugared soda for my own health, because I figured if my stomach gets that messed up by it, then my stomach is telling me there's something wrong. And so, same thing goes for you guys. If you eat something and you get your stomach gets really upset from it, and you don't normally have upset stomach, your stomach is saying something about it. And it could be any of a number of things. It's hard to say. I mean, some people have problems with chili peppers, and if you get too much chili peppers at one time and it's very potent, it's on an empty stomach especially, it can be quite painful, like I learned with the Toe of Satan review. That is a lollipop. I don't know what to do with it now. I can't offer it to somebody else. I mean, the only person I know of who really loves super spicy stuff is my dad, and he's way over in New Mexico. And I don't think he would be willing to take my saliva-coated, dried saliva-coated lollipop and consume it. And yeah, so anyways, I'm babbling now. I'll stop. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching, and afia, and have a great day.